Hello, my friends. Today I want to talk about what happened between me and Etsy. And it will be a video with a lot of proof, a lot of facts, a lot of proof. So stay with me if you're interested to watch what happened when you are closing your store on Etsy. And because of the pandemic and come back in 2024 and you cannot log with your brand. Okay, let's start. First, I want to say that what happened exactly. I was on Etsy from the end of 2015 with a different brand name. And then in 2016, I decided to use my brand name that is a registered company in Japan. It's called 1900 Store. And I changed it on Etsy, and it was my company. And 2020, the pandemic arrived. In the end of 2020, I decided that I have no choice because there are a lot of returns because I could not ship anything. So I had to close my store for a while. And I thought to myself, the store will be closed until everything go back to normal. And in 2024, when it's eventually be able to ship a lot of things, I decided to go back on Etsy with my brand. And I tried to create a store with my brand, and it says brand name not available. So I want to take you on Google, and this is my brand name. Of course, it was changed, but Google need to about 2 to 3 weeks to upload the new brand. It will take some time. And I will show you who use 1900 store. If you follow my cursor, you will see that Etsy is using my brand name. A lot of people will say, well, maybe it was not your brand. Okay, let me jump on my emails and go to archive of 1900 store. And I will show you, I will take you back to 2018, and I will show you that Etsy billing, this is, let's say, take October 29, 2018. This is Etsy billing email, which says Etsy billing on top. If you click on that, you see it's Etsy billing at etsy.com, which is Etsy email. Thank you for your payment. October 29, 2018, received your account balance for 1900 store. It's just been adjusted. So, well, let's go another one, which is December 1st, 2018. I pay $413 for Etsy fees. Your payment for this on December 2018 have been received. Your account balance for 1900 store has been adjusted. So what do you have to say now? Etsy is using my brand name that I'd created it in 2014. I'm the founder and the CEO of 1900 store. I created it back in 2014 in my living room, where I decided to search for a name for my brand, and I came up with 1900 store. So let's continue again. May 1st, 2019. Again, for 1900 store, your payment has been adjusted. Let's go another. I have so many proof. I have 1,200 invoices. I have around 500 of these emails, I guess. Around 500. I don't know. Cannot even count them. which I pay 1900 store has been adjusted, $268 for fees on Etsy. So what happened? Etsy using my brand name that I created on October 1st, 2014. And here's again, April 1st, 2020, $448 I pay Etsy fees, 1900 store. I don't know in what point Etsy started to use my brand name. I don't know. I did some research, but I couldn't find when exactly they start to use 1900 store, which is my brand. Well, because of that, I talked to the lawyers and they said we cannot trademark 1900 store because it's contain numbers, which is unfortunately. I was so happy if it was be able to be trademarked, but it cannot be trademarked. So my lawyers advised me to change the brand. And 2 months ago, I started to search for a brand name and change it because of Etsy, because Etsy destroyed my brand name. They use it, but I have one message to Etsy. It's not about the brand name, it's the people behind the brand name. And I will show you why. Let's jump to my store on Etsy right now, which I'm not going to stay that long because this store is basically a graveyard. I don't sell anything. The last thing that I sold, it was on February 27. Let's jump on my store and I will show you. Etsy is a pay-to-play website or marketplace, or how you want to call it. They have no manners, they have no self-respect for sellers, and they don't care for other sellers, they don't care about themselves. They said keep comments human, which is what human? Where human? Who is human? They have no dignity, they have no respect for themselves, they have nothing, they don't care about anything on anyone. They care only about the money that they can get from you, and that's basically it. Let's go to my stats first, and I will show you that basically this is my stats: 0 views, 14 visits, and I will explain why. And this is my listings basically, and this is my you see, everything is with free shipping. Why? Because Etsy is a pay to play, and they said if you're not going to make it free shipping, you're not going to make any sales, which I have bad news for a lot of sellers. Even if you make it free shipping, you're still not going to make any sales. And why I had 2 5 stars. I had made 8 sales in 3 months, and I explain why. Star seller, 8 sales, 5 stars, and let's jump to my reviews, which in one review says exactly as pictured, well packed and shipped. And the other one was I got it as a gift for a friend, and it was great, fast and secure shipping, just as described. And the shop owner was responsive and very on top of things. That's who I am. I don't lie, I don't cheat, I sell exactly. And all of my items are described really well. And the photo I take the best photo only. So it's free shipping worldwide and still don't get any sales. Why? Let me show you why. Let's go to Etsy, go on top and click on Etsy. This is the home page of Etsy without VPN. I know how to use VPN because I was in the army for 6 years. So I know exactly how to use VPN. This is the website, Etsy website without VPN. And that's what they want you to see. most of the items is mine. This is mine, 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 and this is mine. Well, this is not actually what the US sellers see. This is what I see because it's without VPN. So let's jump on, and I open another browser with VPN, and exactly the same, Etsy. You see on top, this is Etsy, what US sellers see. And let's search for my items. I will go with you. This is the first page of Etsy. Of course, I need to put Japanese on the top because my niche is Japanese vintage and antiques. I don't sell print on demand or printing cups or whatever. I don't sell that. I sell only antiques and vintage. So this is my niche. So let's jump and look for my items. And the first page I can find basically nothing. Let's go on page number 2, which is jump to page number 3 because the VPN is really jumpy, and it's very slow process because it's connected to your US IPs. So I will refresh the page again. I want you to see. This is page number, 1 second, I will go with you around. This is supposed to be page number 2, I guess. Yeah, this is page number 2, which I cannot find any of my items on page number 2. So let's go on page number 3. And we search for my items on page number 3. This is facts. Etsy can deny whatever they want. This is facts. Go on page number 3. Jump to 4. I have no idea why, because the VPN. Because it's the VPN. Let's refresh the page again. Bear with me, people, because it's very important. This is probably page number 3, supposed to be. Let's search for my items, if I can find any. Yeah, I found one. This is my item on page number 3. One item and one item only. Basically, Etsy is ghosting my store. And you will know why in few minutes. First, I want you to show you the proof what Etsy is doing to my store and destroying my store and my brand name. And I paid a lot of money to change my brand name to a new brand name because Etsy destroyed my brand. Took it and used it. They have no respect for nobody. They have zero respect for sellers. They don't care about any sellers. And this is page number 5, and I cannot find nothing for my items on this page. Nothing. Zero, basically. Let's go on page number 6. And I will take you until page number 10, because I will show you until page number 10, I cannot find any. I already did this research, but I have to show you that. You won't believe that. And I explain to you, this is page number 7. Let's go on page number 8. Basically, there's no item until page number 10 and beyond. So Etsy is ghosting my store completely, destroying my store. And this is facts. Etsy can say whatever they want. This is true. This is the truth. I don't lie to nobody. I don't cheat nobody. I don't do anything that without facts. This is the facts. This is the truth. This is page number 10. Well, I guess you got my drift. And why Etsy ghosting my store? Because of the YouTube channel, because of my videos that I created and say the truth about Etsy. If I recommend Etsy, no. to nobody. Why? That is why I created this video. Now, today's video is my last video about Etsy, because I'm not gonna waste my time on a useless marketplace. If I'm gonna stay on Etsy, no, definitely not. But I can tell you for a fact, there's 3 YouTubers. They're actually working on Etsy, and they are searching, or I don't know, who create videos about Etsy, and they take the information, and the stores, if they store on Etsy, they will not sell. I'm a very good example, and this is the truth. I didn't make any sales from February 27 until today. It will be 19 days without any sales, and people said, oh, your item is not good. No, my item is perfect. It's not my item that's the problem. Etsy is the problem. Etsy don't care about any sellers. None. If they decide tomorrow to shut down your store, they don't have actually to kick you out. They just ghost your store, and your store item will not be found. That's exactly what happened now to my store because of these videos. So this video will be the last. I have 3 people already that I comment, that I know for fact they are working for Etsy, and I comment them how you can lie and sleep at night about telling people to come to Etsy and to open stores, and they know for fact that Etsy, if they decide to kick them out, they take their money. Of course, now open a store is $15, non-refundable. They will tell you exactly from the get-go that if you pay the $15, it's non-refundable. I understand that, and for listing fees, you pay 20 cents per listing. So do the math. I have 180. So what I'm gonna say is, Etsy actually don't care. They don't care about you, if you have family, if you have kids, or this is or you are a full-time reseller. They don't care. They the minute that you leave Etsy, they can take your brand and use it. They don't care about you. That's what happened to me. They took my brand name and use it without any permission, whatever. I know it's not trademark, but it's, when you want to use someone brand or something from someone, you actually, that's who I am. I go and get permission to use a video of someone, even if it's not trademark. It doesn't matter. It's ethics. Ethics is manners, self-respect. Etsy have 0 of that. So this is the fact, what I want to show you. Etsy is using my brand, so I had to change my brand. It cost me a lot of money to change it. And of course, I have 5 lawyers that are actually helping me out with this. So most of them, they are working with no money. They are friends. I know them for many, many years. So they're helping me out. I'm on Etsy with 8 sales. I'm a star seller. This is a joke. And some of the items have actually in someone's cart for, I don't know, for 2 months already. 1 month, 2 months. I don't think it's a customers. I think it's Etsy workers put something in the cart to show you that your store is active, which is basically dead. And this for about this thing, this shishi, if you see this shishi here, this shishi, two of them, they're in someone's cart, which is already 2 months in someone's cart, which I don't believe this is a customer. I strongly believe this is Etsy workers doing that. And let's go on page number 3 on my store, free shipping in someone cart for around 1.5 months. Let's go on page number 4. This is actually new. In someone cart, I don't believe it in someone cart. I strongly believe it is Etsy workers doing that. To tell you need to list more. They are basically want to grab from you more money. That's what I strongly believe. This is my opinion. You don't have to take it as a fact, but this is my opinion, and I can say whatever I want. And yeah, my store is a ghost. It's a ghost store. You cannot find it if I open VPN, as I showed you. Until page 10, I cannot find my items. None. So this is what Etsy want to show you, or show me basically, that my store is active. My store is not active. 8 sales in 3 months, this is not active. And I'm selling online from 2014. I'm selling online from 2014, this will be 11 years. So they cannot say, I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. My photos are optimized with the SEO. My, basically my description are optimized with SEO. My title are optimized with SEO. And my store is a ghost. They ghost my store because of the videos, because the video that I show people the true ugly face of Etsy. And their faces are really ugly. Because what they did to my store, what they did to my brand, I had to change brand and pay $1,000 to change my brand because of Etsy. Because they destroyed completely my brand. I can say 400%. This is my brand. 1900 store was my brand. Not anymore. I had to change it. I had no choice. Etsy used it and destroyed my brand. And one message to Etsy. This is not about the brand name. This is the people behind the brand name. Which already, wherever I go, I only get 5 stars. Why? Because who I am. I never lie to people. If I say that I ship the item on this day, I will ship it on this day. If I say that this item is made in 1950s, which is made in 1950s. If I say this item made in 1980s, it's made in 1980s, and you can check. I don't gonna risk my name, which is more important than any money in the world. And I will say always the truth. And this is the truth. This is the ugly truth of Etsy. And there are a lot of YouTubers backing me up. And a lot of Etsy sellers, they are quit Etsy. They don't want to talk about Etsy because if they talk about Etsy and the store is still active on Etsy, they will be ghosted by Etsy. And this is a proof. This is my proof. I know how to use VPN. So I went on VPN and US VPN. I put the US VPN and I went on the US website to see where's my store, where's my items, which cannot be found. And I put Japanese vintage. Most of the items in the titles, I have Japanese, I have wood, traditional, and sometimes I have vintage, sometimes I have antique, but the minute that you put Japanese, all of the SEO will, if you put Japanese in the title, the SEO will pick it up. So if you go on Etsy search result, you go on Etsy on search and you put Japanese, some of the items should pop up. And they are not. Why? Because Etsy is ghosting my store. And this is the truth. I show you exactly. This is if I go on Etsy without VPN. That's what they show you. What do you want? Your item is on Etsy. No, it's not. This is this page, I don't know who created it, but it's created to show me. My item is on Etsy, which I show you in the last 5 minutes ago, that my items is not on Etsy. My store is ghosted. It cannot be found, even not in page number 10. Only one item in page number 3. One item and one item only on page number 3. So that will be my last video on Etsy, as I already told you. I have 1,200 invoices, and I have, I don't know, emails from Etsy. I don't want to count them. But it's a lot. A lot of receipts from Etsy. If I go February 2020, if I go on March 2020, it's all 1900 store. And who is using 1900 store now? Etsy. They took my brand and use it. That's exactly what it is. 1900 store. They can say, no, we didn't do it. Yes, you did. Exactly, you did took my brand and use it. With no permission, with nothing. I wish I could trademark 1900 store, but it's not possible because it have numbers. So, but ethically, Etsy is not humans. They say only keep commons humans. They take really good, really respectable sellers, and they kick them out. And they put, I don't know, I don't want to curse. I really don't want to curse. But Etsy is not Etsy anymore. It was Etsy long time ago, but not anymore. If people ask me if I'm going to stay on Etsy, no. Unfortunately, no. I learned my lesson. And Etsy, they're using my brand. So I gave up on my brand that I worked hard for it 11 years. And they use it. They use the brand. So I talked to the lawyers. We tried to trademark it. It was not possible because they have numbers. They have 1900, it not be able to be trademarked. So this is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Etsy, of course, have lawyers, and they already checked that probably. And they said, oh, it's not trademarked, so we can use it. Ethically, they can use it without any permission, of course, but if they have self-respect, no. If they was respectable people, they was connecting, send me an email and tell me, listen, Bear, we want to use 1900 store. Is that okay? That's what doing a respectable marketplace. eBay will never do that. eBay will never do that. We never. They don't want the brand names. But Etsy took my brand name and use it. And I thought a lot about this video, because I know about this. After this video, they will kick my store out. They probably will. They will shut down my store, but I don't care, because I stopped playing Etsy games. So this is what they want you to see, and this is what actually happening. Which, if I will put Japanese, 1 second, I will put Japanese vintage on top. 1 second, and I will show you again. Japanese vintage, and I will show you again that the word Japanese pop up when I cannot find any of my items. And this is with VPN. So none of my items shows on not on the first page until the 10th page. Only on the third page you can find one item, and one item only. If I believe that my store will sell any, no. No, it didn't sold in the last 18 or 19 days. Why it will start sell now? It won't. Because Etsy is ghosting my store because of the videos. Because of the YouTubers, they are reporting to Etsy because they are sitting on YouTube making videos and lying their videos to catch new sellers to come on Etsy. And but you know what happened to this kind of people? Eventually, Etsy will no longer need them, and they are done. So maybe when this happened, they will start to telling the truth. I wish for them, for Etsy to throw them away, because they are really nasty people. That they have no self-respect, they have no honesty, they have nothing basically. They're sitting on YouTube videos and lie. So this is the truth, my friends. This is the ugly truth of Etsy. This is basically the ugly face of Etsy. And I'm pissed. I'm really pissed off. Because what they did to my brand and what they did to my store. And on top of that, after they're using my brand and I had to change brand, they start to ghosting my store. This is disgusting. That's what I have to say about that. So my friends, this is about it. This is the ugly face of Etsy. And one last time, I will show you who using my 1900 store brand. That will be Etsy. And this is on Google, on the first page. And my brand name, it was 1900 store. I still have my phone number there. I still have my address, everything. I don't hide like Etsy people. I don't hide behind desks in a big building that says keep comments human. I don't see any humanity or any humans in Etsy. None of them are not have even dignity to say, hey, we're using someone else's brand. We should think twice about that. And maybe we'll ask for permission. No. Yeah, they go by law. By law, they can use it, of course. But if they were humans, they will connect me and tell me, Bear, we want to use 1900, so is that okay? Of course, I will give them permission because in that time I couldn't even list one item. Of course, they took the brand with the 1200 positive feedback. It was 100% positive feedback. In that time, there was no actually star seller existed on Etsy. So it is what it is. If I'm going to recommend Etsy, definitely not. Try elsewhere. Try whatever, Poshmark, Go Imagine. Go Imagine if they went international, I guess there will be a good fight for Etsy in the future. But Go Imagine, the owner says that they never will go internationally. They will also only go in the US. That's unfortunate. I wish they went internationally. I will definitely take a store there. But yeah, maybe in the future they will decide to go international. I will definitely go on Go Imagine. But for now, there's no replacement. So I'm still on Etsy. I have my website, of course. You should have your website. I recommend website. And a website that I really recommend is Shopify because the service is amazing. The reps is more than amazing. They will help you 24/7. They always will be there for you and help you with your brand. They will help you and they protect your store from being scammed or hacked or whatever. Shopify are amazing. That's what I have to say about Shopify. And this is for another video. Shopify, I recommend for any seller. Go get yourself a store. Yeah, I know it's a little bit expensive, more than others, but it's worth it. It's worth it to take the store on Shopify. This is what I recommend to everyone. So my friends, as this is we reach to the end of this video, and yeah, this is basically the ugly face of Etsy. I hope you enjoy. If you find this information valuable for you, I'm happy. I'm happy to help to our new sellers to decide where to go start their own stores. Do yourself a favor, not on Etsy. And one more thing to Etsy sellers. Please, if you have a brand name that you are actually used for many years, trademark it. It will cost you about $600. It's worth it. Nobody can steal your brand name anymore after it's trademark. Make sure that you trademark your brand names, because what happened to me on Etsy, because it was not trademarked, Etsy using it. My 1900 store I created. I'm the founder. I'm the CEO of 1900 store. But Etsy don't give a, I don't want to curse. So, my friends, this is the end of the video. I hope you find it enjoyable. I hope you find it really, I gave you some information what happened between me and Etsy. And that will be my last video about Etsy. I don't care if the Etsy kick me out from the platform. I really don't give, I don't want to curse. So, take care, my friends, and I see you on the next one.